Winter is going to be right around the corner, so what kind of winter is our area going to have? It is time for me to release my annual Winter 22-23 winter weather forecast for Knoxville, Tennessee to North Georgia. Before I begin, I think it's important to review of last year. Last year's winter for our area was wild. We had periods of cold and warmth, but overall temperatures were above average. December 2021 had above average temps. January 22 was below average, and February was slightly above average. Precipitation was slightly below average for December and January, while February had way above average. The three main events from last year's winter was a late December severe storms including 2 tornadoes in North Georgia. That storm system also produced straight line winds for most part of our area. Then we had flooding in February, and in March we had a snowstorm that produced 1 to 4 inches. It was dominated by La Nina and accurately forecasted. For the third year in a row, our winter is going to be shaped by a continuing La Nina. La Nina is when temps are colder than negative 0.5 degrees Celsius in the equatorial Pacific, which, as you can see right here, this is a classic La Nina where the water temps are colder. La Nina has been active since 2020. What about our area? I am forecasting another wild winter. I believe there will be periods of warmth and cold. However, the factor will be how long does the La Nina persist. I suspect there will be a few weeks when our area has below average temps, like January 22. However, overall temps will be slightly above average to above average. If La Nina starts to fade into a neutral pattern, then temps will be slightly above average, because neutral's when things kind of go into a balance. Neither La Nina or El Nino are present. I'm thinking below average precipitation for East Tennessee and North Georgia until February. The drought, pictured right, is expected to continue into February. As you can see, drought development's likely, and in East Tennessee is already in a drought. February is when I expect a pattern flip concerning precipitation. Kentucky, Tennessee, North Mississippi, North Alabama, and North Georgia are transitional areas during La Ninas. I am really, though, concerned about storm potential, especially in February, mainly because the Gulf of Mexico will continue to have above average water temps, and this will provide fuel for storms. Above average water temps in the Gulf will provide fuel for storms, as I've stated. If cold air is in place, this is when we can get winter weather, mainly ice and some snow. On the other hand, when warm air is in place, we can get severe storms during the winter months. February is when the jet stream starts to sag farther south, and the storm systems start to track over our area. During the past few years, influenced by La Nina, Februarys have been active and very wet. Even if La Nina starts to fade into neutral, February should still be active. So, in conclusion, another wild winter due to the influence of La Nina, although La Nina could fade into a neutral pattern in late winter and early spring. Above average temperatures overall, however, there will be periods, if not weeks, of below average temperatures, like last year's winter. Below average precipitation for East Tennessee and North Georgia until late winter, mainly February. We will have storm chances. I suspect we will have winter weather and chances for severe thunderstorms. Watch out for February to become more active in terms of storm tracks, rainfall, and storm potential. Anyway, this is the audio version of my winter weather forecast.